by now decision. Chris Bungard down at Scottish Hit Squad. How are we doing today?
I'm alright, man. As you can see, a wee bit relaxed. Leaning back into this cage. Usually when I'm leaning into this cage I'm getting fucking pounded, but today I'm alright. I've even been treated to a fine tea. To your health.
Might as well start on the BBC documentary, obviously that was on...
Oh, did you catch that?
I think a few other people did as well. Just obviously done for people who don't know, the guys have done it as a university project to start with, a little, I think it was like 10-15 minutes on yourself, and then that obviously is escalated to them being picked up and doing another documentary on you.
The full thing was a bit mad, to be honest. They came to me a few years ago for their dissertation. Am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. I always say that every time I say that word because I'm like, don't want all these uni cunts fucking. That's not how you pronounce that actually. So they come to me a few years back, and we done like a wee 11-minute mini documentary. We shot a lot for that, but 11 minutes had to get crammed into that, and even that the first one we done was amazing. I loved it. It was when I was fighting a Brazilian a few years ago in Edinburgh. So we done that. It's kind of similar to the actual documentary like the other night. We done that for a wee 11-minute one, and it was brilliant. They all passed their university course, and it was everybody got something out of it. I got obviously pleasure for the documentary was brilliant. The BBC contacted them. They wanted to do like a bigger version about me. I don't know why people think I'm quite interesting. So we done that, and it was just perfect timing. And like I think I was just starting fight camp for the Brazier fight, and I just came and got signed. And I was like, oh, perfect timing then. Even the time frame like when it had to be finished for was like just basically after the Brazier fight. So I was like, come on along for the ride because it's got to be good. Obviously I was fighting it was a tough fight, so in the back of my head you're always like thinking you're filming a documentary about yourself, about a big massive fight, biggest fight of your life on national TV. You know what I mean? There's a possibility you could lose this fight, you know what I mean? And like these guys have been following you about for months, going to Dublin and you're trained and all sorts. And then what you've got to lose it then. So there was definitely added pressure on that a bit more. But as you obviously seen by the ending, nobody died at the end and I won. So it was pretty perfect. I don't think it could have went any better. And the response after the documentary's been mental. Like my phone blows up for fights, but this has been worse than a fight. So all press is good press in it, but I think a lot of people enjoyed it. They made me out to look like a good guy, you know what I mean? When I'm really chocolate coated poison, which I don't understand.
I think the big thing for me was like obviously doing these things, you kind of know what guys like yourself go through for these camps and things, and like the amount of work that goes in. Some people doing it on top of work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially sort of the dieting and the weight cut side of it, people probably don't like sort of twig how much goes into that, and a little snippet of sort of you having to go into the baths and stuff to lose weight.
Yeah, it's all part of it, like being a fighter, being an MMA fighter, even boxers, Muay Thai fighters, wrestlers, stuff like that, jiu-jitsu guys. A lot of them cut weight as well, maybe not as drastic as what I do and what some MMA fighters do, but the grind's all the same for any fighter. Like some people love it, some people don't, some people just grind away at it, but it's just like anything else in life, you just need to put the work in, you know what I mean? Like nothing's gave to you, like life isn't easy, everybody thinks they're trying to make their life easier. But life isn't supposed to be easy, life isn't supposed to be easy, so you're supposed to work at anything. So I was like, obviously the weight cut was a bit drastic, but I used to work, well when I did work, like I did all my amateur fights and my professional fights, I think I was like 10 fights into my professional, I was still working an 8 till 5 job in the steelworks, so I was still trying to juggle training before work, come in here at like 7 in the morning, do a session, right over to, on the motorway back to work, and at night come in 6 to 9 after I finished my, so like, it can be done and it was done, but as I says, it was taking out my body and it was tiring, and when you're at work, man, you're surrounded by burger vans and stuff like that, so the dieting was a wee bit harder at the time, but since I went full time, it just frees up your time a bit more for your sleep and your rest. Even though sleep's a big factor for mine, like I'm not the best sleeper, and like that's something that I'm working on now. Going into my next fight, I'm making a lot of changes to my personal life, big changes. Some people maybe not think they're big in their lives, but for me as a fighter, and like I think they're big changes because I've done them all my life stuff. So sleeping's a big factor for my next fight. I don't go to sleep till like 3, 4 in the morning. I'm up in Tesco like a fucking night hawk, weirdo bastard, jumping about the chocolate aisle, you know what I mean? So that's a big factor in my next fight. And other stuff like stuff like this, phones, energy drinks, etc, etc. I won't go into other details, but there's a lot of things I need to change in my life, and I'm looking forward to it. I've brought in a new nutritionist, one of the best for MMA fighters. He's gave me a new diet. He's got to be there in fight week. Even though I don't need any help with weight cuts, I can cut weight, I can cut hundreds of weight. He's got to be there, he's got to be there after it. So I'm excited to see this new version of me. I know I'm going to be in great condition. And even different types of foods I'm going to be eating and consuming that I never eat, or I've never ate, or I don't even like. So these are wee things that I'm excited. I can't wait to get matched and and start it. Like I can't wait to start this diet. I'm eating shite 24/7 now, but that's because I'm not fighting. But I'm still training 2 or 3 times a day. Well, 2 a day. I'm not doing 3 a day right now. But as soon as I get that date and that opponent, my 8 or 9 weeks for then, it's got to be a different level, and that's what excites me. And hopefully get good night's sleeps as well, and come in, my mind's rested, my body's rested properly. I'm eating the right foods at the right times. That's another thing. Like I don't eat at the right times. I don't have breakfast. I'm coming in and training and stuff like that. And like 33 fights in, you'd think I would have that nailed down by now, but I'm just being honest, not mean. So, I'm looking forward to it.
It's one tiny little percentages can make a massive difference. Like
totally,
you putting off a move, or you going the energy for. So all these might sound small to people, but obviously like they all have they all add up.
Well, my last fight, for instance, like I trained like a demon for 9 weeks. I was fit. I was strong as an ox. You know what I mean? Like I obviously I cut a lot of weight, but I don't know why, but the last couple of weeks the weight wasn't coming off, and I just went into fight week too heavy. There's a certain way I like to go in fight week, and it's perfect as an easy run. We nailed it for the Brazier fight, but the Leary fight was just too heavy going in. It was like 81 kilo going in, like giving yourself 11 kilograms to cut. This is not acceptable. Doable obviously because I made it, but like I thought, like that was it. The battle was making weight, and I made weight. And I was like, we celebrated that. That was like a victory alone, like because cutting weight, I gave up hope. Like we'd admitted defeat at one point in the place where we were cutting weight in the sauna and that, because time was running out. So we admitted defeat, and then when we went back to the hotel, we just got this extra surge just to like, let's go back in the bath, last bath in the hotel, and went downstairs and we made weight. So because we'd admitted defeat for the first time ever, and then having to make weight, it was like a celebration. I couldn't believe it, and I was proud of me and my team for actually doing it. But in the long run, I took myself, my body, to the absolute limit, man. Like, I had to get carried into a sauna, carried into a bathtub, where my opponent was fucking in the sauna, so he's seen this. Even though Charlie's a great guy, man, none but respect. I think I liked him a bit too much, which was maybe a problem. So him to see that, then I was just like, right, we've made weight, that's it, let's refuel. But even the next day, like, I was walking about like a zombie, I was sluggish, I was spacing out. I wasn't all there, like, I can remember just sitting, we were eating dinner before we went to the venue, and I was just, I wasn't even talking to anybody. Then I went outside and stood, and I said to them, I'm like, there's something up, I don't feel well. Obviously there's something up, because you've just took 2 stone out your body in a few hours, and like, you can't keep doing that. So I'll be fine. But then we were getting rushed to the arena, I had to leave early, and I just wasn't getting time to rest. The last 3 days I hadn't slept a wink either. And I'm not going to blame Kev Devine, right, but his snoring was unbelievable. Like, he was on the floor. Paul's a bad snorer, but oh my god, Kev, it was like he had the demons in him for Ghostbusters. It was like that painting for Ghostbusters. El Vigo or whatever the fuck you call him. But, so usually I have a wee sauna at night, and then when I wake up I've lost a wee bit more. So I had that sauna at night, and I was just lying in bed. Usually I get up at 5 to cut weight. Boom, the hours are passing. I'm not sleeping, so I'm like, right, I'll go check my weight. Weirdly enough, no slept. Obviously it's no changed. I'm just like, oh, what is going on here? Walking by Kev, fucking growling. I was just, he was growling with the snore. I just felt like kicking him. So the 3 days I hadn't slept, so it was weird. That was the first time. Usually I'll have a wee bit of sleep, but it's usually shit. And then after a while I'll sleep like a baby. But so when I go to the arena, and it was just, I couldn't even, like, I was trying to warm up with my coach, and he's shouting at me, bum, bum, and I was like, trying to build a sweat up, and I was just like, I'll be fine, man. I'll go out there, I'll get the energy out for the crowd, we'll be golden. And when I went in, I was a minute in, and I was fucked, like gassed, and I was just looking like, right, there's something up there, man, like, because I'm fit enough to fight 15 minutes, and a minute in and I'm fucked. So that was like this is a fucking eye-opener, man. Like, something needs to be done, and it's, as in a weird way, it's the best. It's I think I can. The worst thing can happen to me, a loss, obviously, a big loss, and learn from that about what I need to do and how I need to approach things. And if I don't do that, I can just simply look at my last fight and say, well, here's you getting your head punched in, and nearly getting fucking concussions and stuff. Is that what you want to do next? Because I don't. So, here we are.
Yeah. I guess it's one where if you get the win, then there's not as many questions asked, but then when you do lose, you have to analyse and like look at what.
That's it, like, I had a fucking hematoma side of my head. I was fucking cone heads or something. But Charlie's a stud, not me. Charlie's tough, he was strong as fuck. But I don't know if that was down to me being weak, because I was mega weak. And my build up to my fight camp, my strength condition, my numbers were through the roof. I was breaking all my records for my lifts and stuff, and my training partners were all saying it was the strongest I've ever been. Paul, even when Chris Duncan was coming down, who's a strong competitor, was saying it was the strongest I've ever been. So I knew I was strong going in, so I just proved you take all that shit, take all the stuff of your body and like that, so drastic, and consequences, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, like, I went out my shield a wee bit, I was kind of just hanging on a wee bit, lost a decision, but we're still here and we've learned it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and obviously as well, like, when you do sort of miss the weight, you can have the option to still take the fight, but obviously you get your fight purse sort of cut pretty heavily. Was that something that you sort of laid up in, like, the few hours when you sort of like?
No, but I would always fight, man. Like, I did friends, family, travelling all the way to London. London is an expensive place, you know what I mean? So so many people watching. My coaches, no, like, if I make weight, I'm definitely fighting. I get paid to make weight. I was more worried about not making weight and getting my money, some of my money took off me then. So I was just refusing for them to take, like, what, I think it's 25% or 20% of my money. I don't know if he gets it or whatever, but I wasn't wanting that anyway. So I'd rather make weight and take a beating than not make weight then pull out the fight or whatever. But no, pulling out the fights, I'd need to have an arm chopped off to no fight, because I know once you get to that level and that money, it's people can pull out on the day, or if they're not feeling it, they just don't want to lose. But if I'm fit enough to walk out there and throw, then I'll be alright. I would always take the fight. I would never pull out unless I had a broken arm or broken leg or something like that. But nah, pulling out was never an option. But I'm already looking forward to the next one.
Like before the fight, when I was chatting to you, we'd obviously talked. I think it was just after Charlie had been named as your opponent. You were saying he was sort of a tough opponent, but obviously there was, like, I think he had 10 losses at the time.
Yeah.
There was sort of a blueprint to beat him. Were you ever sort of complacent, or did you think, I think Bellator even was sort of, the way they were posting were like, they're expecting you to sort of win this?
I think everybody was. That's what happens when you beat a big guy like Brazier. Like, they're expecting you to win the next one. But I always knew, like, Charlie was going to be a harder fight than Brazier. But it could, I don't know if I'm not saying I would have won the fight. You don't know how the fight went if I would have been a bit more healthier and nose cut as much weight. But nah, like, he was strong in the clinch. Like, comes forward, like, I knew he had heavy hands, and I knew it was going to be a tough fight. You watch all his fights, like, even his 10 losses were against some of the best guys in Europe and the world. But the decision losses, split decision losses, close fights that could went either way. I think he only got stopped like once. I think it's like 20-0 for like a whack or something. So no, like when I took him down twice. I think when I took him down against the cage, and I went for like a crucifix to land some elbows, and he kind of got up, used the cage to get back up. I think I should have been better in my position. I took my time a bit more instead of trying to land elbows and shots. Should have maybe stayed heavy and kept position. Maybe kept my weight on him a bit. Maybe look to go to the back or something. But these are just alright looking back at it now. I've not watched the fight back, or I'm never going to watch the fight back either. But they were small wee things. I was going for like flying knees, flying triangles, spinning elbows and all that piss. I was doing all that, but they're the only things I can remember. I can remember him landing a big elbow in the second round when I was on the deck, and it was the first time I've ever been like it wasn't even, I was going to say stung, because it was like the weirdest feeling ever. And that was the elbow that gave me the hematoma. I just felt like I was just at a big ring, like everything was slowing down, like I was close to being finished, and I was like, oh, I've never been hit like that in my life. And that was on the ground with an elbow, and it just caught me in the temple. So there I was kind of hanging on. I think it was at the end of the round, but that was the hardest shot I've ever been hit in any of my fights, because I felt like my full body felt it, like, oh, what is that? Like, I think I was close to being finished. So apart from that, in the second round was just more like shoulders and like ground and pound, but I was fucked on. I couldn't breathe and I was tired, and it's easy, like, if you've never been tired and somebody's putting it on you, man, it's like you're drowning. So I was just wanting a bell to go, man, but I would never like shell up and look for a way out. I was still throwing elbows for the bottom, trying to throw triangles up, but just try to work, man. But I knew I was losing the fight, you know what I mean? Like, the first round was quite close. Like, I took him down, he took me down, so I held him against the cage for the first minute or 2 minutes or something. So I don't know how you'd score that. People had it 1-1 going into the third, but I knew when the bell went, I'd lost the fight, but I couldn't even stand up, man. Like, I felt sick. I took a lot of shots to the head. So it wasn't good, but I don't think I made any mistakes apart from the weight cut, but you know, I mean, that's a fight alone. That is, if you don't do that properly. I did do the weight cut properly. I just came in too heavy because I cut all the weight. I just need to come in on fight week a wee bit lighter, and that's why I brought this new guy in for the next fight. So if I come in and I fuck my weight cut up next, then everybody's saying, would you ever go up to welterweight? Then if I do this with this guy, get brought in, then it's my fault, then it's my problem. So I'm excited to see what condition I'm in the next fight and how fight week is and how I perform on fight night. So we'll see.
What did it feel like sort of after the fight and then maybe like the week after?
Oh, I was ill, man. I was actually like dizzy, tossing and turning in my bed. I was getting disorientated. I was contemplating going to the hospital. But I think I went to America with Paul to Minneapolis. And I was still getting dizzy earlier. I couldn't even warm Paul up in his fight. I tried to shoot on him and I was all over the place. I was starting to worry a wee bit. Then I went away. And then I travelled to America for a couple of weeks. And it was fine. I trained over there, and then when I came back, I done a sparring round in here. And then the next day it was the same. When I was in bed. It's always when I was in bed, tossing to one side to the other. I was like, whoa. Went to stand up. I couldn't even stand. I was all over the place. So I went to the hospital because I was getting a bit like there's something up with me. So they're trying to explain to a doctor about what I did to cut weight and then the damage I took in a mixed martial arts fight. Like they're just like looking at you and they're just like, I'm not telling you how to do your job here, right? Because obviously you've got this big fancy degree, but some of them don't understand. It's weird to, like, if you don't understand the sport and what we do then. But they've done all these tests and they were saying that I maybe have vertigo and all that. I went, that's happened months ago, but I was after playing a few weeks later, so it could have been that. So they gave me like tablets of like vertigo symptoms, and I've not been dizzy since. So touch wood, this has come back because you only get one brain, know what I mean? This isn't fucking Friends, Joey Tribbiani can get a brain transplant, know what I mean? But you only get one, so I was a wee bit worried. And I took some big shots and obviously dehydrating myself in the weight cut. Then taking these shots to the head, it's dangerous, know what I mean? It's no fucking... So then I went away and I'm fine, I'm back in the gym, I'm sparring, I'm running, I'm training, doing a bit of everything. Just keeping busy, man. If I'm lazing about, then I don't train. I get into this mode. I just know why to leave my bed. It's a weird thing. But if I've got more than one thing to do, I'm doing other things as well. Professional wrestling, football, mixed martial arts, fucking documentaries, radio. Just try to keep busy. Because if I don't get busy, I just lie in my bed, be lazy, you know what I mean? And I can get it's an easy route for me to do that. I'm a movie fucking geek. I'll stay in there and just watch movies, TV, you know what I mean? And if it's not that, I'm at the fit bar drinking, watching Celtic, get the steaming. So I need to find this balance where I'm keeping busy, even though it's tough on the body, but it keeps me busy and keeps me a different focus. I've also took up playing, learning the guitar as well. So one time we'll come in here, we'll start off with a tune, right?
Wonderwall or something?
No, because I hate that, right? I can play Wonderwall, so see if my instructor says we're going to do Wonderwall today, I would get up and leave. No, I started with Zombie. I don't know if a lot of people maybe don't know that's the Cranberries. And I can play Songbird, and now I'm doing a bit of Nirvana. I'm trying to do a bit of Nirvana, but it's so tough. I can play the chord, but it's the movements in between, like to getting up and down. That's what I'm struggling with now. But I just wake up, I just reach for the guitar and I'm just practicing. So just like anything else, man, like the more you do it, the better you get.
It's a good thing to time sync as well. You can...
Exactly, and it's a good focus. Like if I'm not thinking about murdering somebody in a cage, fighting, I can just drift away and try and learn some new songs on the guitar and that, you know what I mean? So it's good for the mind as well.
Yeah. Chatting about sort of next fight, I think Bellator haven't sort of announced any shows in the UK yet, but I think there was 2 that were sort of being talked about for November. I think one was Birmingham, one was Manchester. I'm not 100% on that, is it?
I'll see what I think it is. Well, November, London, and December, Newcastle. I could be wrong. I wouldn't mind a Manchester one or a Birmingham one now, actually. You know that I fought in Newcastle and London, and I don't really like London, but London's a definite. I know that. And I think that's what they're wanting for me, November, London. They've just announced a show in Tel Aviv in Israel in November. I dropped El Jude a message like, yeah, I wouldn't mind fighting in Israel, man. I think that'd be like a cool experience. But I think they'll probably got to keep me for a UK show because they can sell tickets and stuff like that. But as for an opponent, I don't know who they're going to give me, man. Like, I'm just waiting. There's an Italian guy who keeps tagging me in posts on Instagram. Botti, who's a welterweight, who just fought Brazier at a catchweight. He's been nice about it though, not me. He's like, oh, like, we should fight and like respect you. There'd be a war and stuff like that. So I'm like, aye, well, let's do it. But if he signs it, then I'm going to turn into hate the guy, not mean want to kill him. So he can be nice enough if he wants, but I'm not being nice to anybody I fight anymore. Man, fuck that shit. But aye, but he's a welterweight. I'm like, I'm not going up to fight welterweight. Don't bring a nutritionist in to go up and weight, you know what I mean? I'm staying with it. I fought every single one in my 20 pro fights at lightweight, so that's what's got me there. Yeah. All my amateur fights, my 13 amateur fights were at welterweight, and my 20 professionals been at lightweight, so I'm staying here, you know what I mean? I can make lightweight. So if he wants to fight me at lightweight, that's posh, I'd maybe do a catchweight with him at maybe 72, but they don't even interest me at all. So, but I don't think Bellator will want to put that fight on, so it's just down to them really. Yeah. So whoever they email me a contract to, then we sign it and we fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess they do quite a lot of shows in Italy as well. It's a big.
Well, even though I don't think that guy was pushing for that like card. He says like any card they would want to fight me on, but Milan card would have been cool. I think that's October, I think. So but like they better hurry up, man, if it's November, because this is just coming into September, and like I want to know like 8 weeks at least in advance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You talk about sort of opponents there. Is there anyone in particular that you'd like to fight? So, sort of talking about the Italian there.
I don't know, man. I don't hardly know anybody in the Bellator roster, but I just like an American guy, like American lightweight, any of them. Just bring one of them over. I don't know, just somebody that's no for Britain. No for Britain, you know what I mean? Like, my last couple of guys have been for London. Like, somebody, an international guy, an Italian, anybody, American, Canadian, French, somebody different. Somebody a different focus, you know what I mean? Somebody I don't see often, and I can just get away and just get wired into my training and switch off. But it'll probably hit me with somebody like fucking, I don't know, an English guy or something.
I see. I think it was after I'd done an interview with you, but like, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so apologies if I get this wrong, but Peter Queally, is it?
Queally,
yeah. he got pretty vocal.
I did a wee bit, didn't he?
Sort of, it just seemed like an interview, and I think he put some things on social media with the two of you, and obviously from previous times you went to SBG to sort of train, but he was sort of saying stuff like he had a padded record and fraud and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
it was the full thing caught me off guard, to be honest. Like, obviously I'd been going to SBG to train every couple of months for like 5 years, and in the 5 years I spoke to Peter, I trained with him, and then obviously in the Brazier fight he was my last spar before the Brazier fight. All good, man, like laughing, talking away, just being normal. Like, it was weird, the full thing was weird, it caught me off guard a wee bit, and it still is weird talking about it. Then obviously I beat Brazier, and he sent me a message like, oh, well done, man, well done, you mad bastard, or something, I don't know, unbelievable, fair play to you and all that. And then he fought in Dublin the week later, and he lost against Miles Price. And then, I don't know, like Bellator were giving me a bit of a push, or they were posting stuff or something like that. Who should he fight next? And then I just got about 20 messages just tagging Peter Queally in it, all in a wanner, all different people. And I was just like, that was weird. So I texted him like, oh, I didn't see that coming, like, just for a laugh. And then he just replied like, oh, but if they did put us together, we could be like a co-main or a main, and if we sold it right, we could make a lot of money. And I was just like, I'm reading that like, what the fuck, man, this guy no, he actually wants to fight me. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not into that. Like, I'm not into fighting anybody for SBG. Like, I've got a family over there, like, I stay with. I'm close with the coaches, the staff, the fighters. Like, then I'm going to go up against the SBG. Like, nah, I just put the Hulk Terry away. And it kind of got a wee bit, I think it was a wee bit raging. I says no. Basically, obviously, to him I'm not a teammate, obviously, because I just go there and train for like a week every couple of months, or I've had a fight come up and stuff like that, which I get that. But I was like, nah. And then he's like, no, he came back with, oh, it's happening. Like, I've spoke to John and Bellator, and I just laughed. Man. I was like, no, it's not happening. Like, you don't tell me who I'm fighting, you know what I mean? Like, you need one for Bellator. Like, I think he always like, people owe him stuff because he's fought in Russia and he's fought in South Africa and stuff like that. But so it came and went back and forth for a wee bit, and I was like, look, I'm not fighting. Like, I've got another guy to fight and that. And then he got matched with Brazier. Oh, sorry, like, he was supposed to be in the documentary, your spar. That's another thing, like, I went to film with John. John's having his MMA class, and they were going to film the class. And Peter texted me saying, do you want to spar with me in the morning? And I was like, of course, what time? It was like Tuesday morning, just before the class. I was like, I need more. I got out of my bed, just went out, sparred. It was like Tuesday morning. But the cameras were there and they filmed the spar, and just a normal spar, man. But Peter was trying to take my head off, and he treated it like a fucking world title fight. It was just a normal Tuesday morning spar for me. And so the documentary was putting up like, it was like slow-mo shots, Peter landing some big shots on me. And it was like slow-mo, so it was like they were portraying like I go through hard rounds to prepare myself, basically. I was praising Peter, a wee interview and all that. It's looking good, man. And he comes back, refuses to use any footage for the BBC documentary, blah blah blah. And they sent him the clip like to see what they were showing, and he's like, no, that. And I was like, fuck this guy, man. You know what I mean? So they had to fucking scrub all the documentary and give him a start again for that big bit in Dublin. But I trained in his gym, but he owns a gym with Sergey in SBJ. I'd done a wrestling class with that, and he was like, oh, you're welcome back anytime, brother, right? And like Peter. And then, but Sergey signed off in that part, so we used all that, but the bit I was training with Sergey, that's Peter's shares that gym. So the full thing was awkward, man. I was like, what's going on here? All because he wanted to fight me. I don't know if he was getting a wee bit jealous that he had a good spar with me, then I won my fight, I was getting more recognition than him. He's fought in fucking Russia and all that, and like I didn't deserve that or something, but I was like, I just beat Terry Brazier when nobody would fight him. Like, nobody wanted that fight. I took it in 2 minutes, and I beat him in 2 minutes. So I was like, how can I be a fraud? Like, and I just fought you, like, so I just sparred with you and went 15 minutes with you. I'm like, how can I be a fraud? Like, you just seen me fit, like, weird. So the full thing was, reeked a wee bit of jealousy and weirdness. So then he gets matched with Brazier, and so he puts up the pictures. And like, Peter helped me with everything that day, and I didn't go down. It wasn't even close to getting dropped or nothing. At the end of the round, I shot for a takedown, and then that was me getting back up. So he put the pictures. It looks like I'm done, but I shot for a takedown. And
pictures are you can get whatever you want from them.
Exactly. So when he put them up, like, I got tagged in them, and I was like, Jesus fuck! I didn't think. I just pure caught me off guard and that. So I was like, alright, this is the way he wants to play it. So if he needs to do that to try and build a wee bit of a fight for him to stay irrelevant, and so be it. But he's won with one fight in his last 6 fights. He pulled out the Brazier fight. Now he's fighting Ryan Scope. So we'll see what happens there. But as far as the pictures, I thought it was a bit of a rat move. But when I see him, we'll see what happens when I see him face to face, because I was respectful in that gym, and he maybe think I'm a different person, but I'm not the type of guy I know today, son. So I think John's just basically like, there's a lot of lightweights out here, so it's better off that you train in Scotland just in case you get matched, because like everybody in the SBG signed to Bellator now through, because John's came in the committee or whatever the fuck he is out there, so he gets a lot of pull. So that's why I've not been back over to, which I was quite gutted about, because I loved going out to Dublin. So, and just because of one guy, I still talk to the other fighters and other coaches and that, just normal. But so it was quite a weird situation.
Yeah, because obviously when I sort of chatted to you before, like, you obviously spoke highly of the place, and
I still do, because there's still some good guys out there. But Peter's just a bitch, you know what I mean? It was just a bit of a rat thing to do, but yeah, if that can get him more followers or a wee bit more hype about his boring fights. I mean, he's called the showstopper, and like, I don't think he's ever finished anybody. Like, every fight, his wins and losses have all went to decision, so like, I don't know. He says that to me in text, so like, he wants to fight somebody that's got a bit of pull. That's why, like, if he thought we can maybe sell something, but as soon as he says we could sell the fight right, I knew that guy was fake. And I was like, fuck this guy, man. So if it happens down the line, maybe I fight again, he fights again, and we'll probably maybe fight. I don't know, we'll see.
I was going to say, obviously you sort of said before that you probably wouldn't want to fight someone from SBG, but this is sort of escalating.
Well, he's got it, like, the mayor, he's annoyed me. He's annoyed me, and maybe harm down the line, but I'd like to see him face to face first.
Yeah. Have you spoken to him like since all this, or?
No, I wrote the pictures. I wrote on the pictures that he put up, but that's the only time I wrote back to him.
Yeah.
I don't even acknowledge him now. I haven't seen him on my social media, which is really good.
Moving on. I think yesterday was, or around about a year ago, to this day, I think, like, that you were signed with Bellator. How have you found the experience in general?
It's been good. It's been obviously life changing. But it's good to be contracted to one of the biggest promotions in the world. A wee bit of stability, a wee bit of comfort. I've got a couple of fights left in my contract, so obviously I'm not going anywhere, and I don't want to go anywhere. Like, I really like Bellator as a company, and I think it's getting bigger and it's getting better. Like, they just signed Cyborg yesterday, the female. So, aye, they're putting on great shows, exciting fights. So, yeah, I'm happy here. I just want to fight more different places. I'm sick of the UK, so even Europe, your Italy shows, your Israel shows. Where else should I go? Italy. Dublin, I would like to fight Dublin, but America, like, let's get a lot of American shows on. Even when they're like, oh, but they tax half your money. I don't give a fuck about money. Like, I just want to go. I just want to see a fought in America. But aye, as a company, they've been brilliant with me. Jude, can't thank Jude Samuel enough. He's the one that reached out to me and signed me. Obviously Scott Coker. So yeah, I feel like it's home. I do feel like it's home for me. And a wee win again, I can hopefully get another contract with them and keep progressing.
Yeah. How many fights do you have sort of left?
I've got 2 fights left.
I guess it's one the same as the UFC. It's a bit of added pressure and like getting another one. And
Yeah, that's it. Well, I think Bellator are a bit more laid back than the UFC, but it's just me happy to work for. I've been around the UFC, obviously with Paul a lot. It's a tight ship, you know what I mean? They treat their fighters well as well. I like the stuff they're doing, like Fight Week. They're always on top of the fighters. What they're doing now, what they're eating now, what they're drinking now, especially before and after weigh-ins as well. They're like really on top of their fighters. The performance institution guys, they know what all their fighters, how they're cutting weight and what they're putting in their body before and after. So it's all healthy, you know what I mean? So I like that. I like seeing that side there.
Yeah. Sort of talked about before, obviously Scottish fighter, you were first. I think Rob Whiteford's
Aye, it's
second,
good.
Aye.
Rab's joining us in, so hopefully they're aiming towards a Glasgow show. Like, why not? Like, obviously I fought in the same card as Robert 3 times now, because me and him were on ECB together in Glasgow, Manchester. We also fought, I think we fought SAFC in Vision or something before he got signed to the UFC. So we've been about the same shows a few times, Rob. Some of the same promotions. So I welcome you, Robert. I know you were the first UFC fighter, but I just piped you to this one. But I always remember Rob getting into the UFC. I went down to Manchester for the weigh-in and stuff. I think it was like a late call-up he got against Jimmy Hettis. So no, mate, like he opened the door for the Scottish, you know what I mean? And then obviously he won in Glasgow against Paul Redmond in knockout. That's a fight I would like actually. Paul Redmond fight. He beat Charlie Leary in Dublin. Great guy. He's a cool guy and all. He's quite funny actually. He's really funny on Instagram and Twitter. Paul Redmond. He just actually got injured and put out his fight against.
He broke his leg, I think, or something.
Is it? He broke his leg. Fuck's sake.
Saw a picture of him in there.
So he's out against Brandon Gritz. So I think John Tuck's in. So that's another great fight. The Dublin card's a great card, by the way. Like it's like 20. It's a lot of fights, but like as you go up the card, all the main cards, great fights, man. So that Dublin card will be crazy, man. I maybe even jump out for that. Maybe start a riot.
Boy, Peter.
Aye. On a scope.
I guess even when we're talking about the UK, it's a building scene, but even in Scotland, there's only a few there's quite a lot of unsigned guys that are sort of pushing.
Yeah.
At the moment, you got the likes of not unsigned, but Ross Houston obviously, and even Chris as well.
Yeah, well, Ross is still world champion in the cage wars, you know what I mean? So I think Ross just needs to keep winning, his time will come, you know what I mean? A guy I train me a lot is Scott Malone, who's fighting for the Cage Wars bantamweight title this weekend, 4-man tournament. One guy's already beaten it, so I sparred with him last Friday or something in here. He's looking good. 4-man in the night though, they're tough, man. One could go 3, and the last one can go 3 as well. So you need to be conditioned, but a wee quick finish in the first one could set Scott up to just go for it in the last one. But he's looking strong, fit, sharp. So I mean, I hope he gets that belt. He lost the title the last time to the guy who just got signed. Jack Shore was an animal, and Scott was winning the fight, won a round, stuff like that. So he's definitely got that calibre in him. Chris Duncan obviously just gone about smashing cunts. His time will come as well. He trains like a professional, eats like a professional, and he's got the kind of the full package when it comes to like being an athlete. Maybe needs to brush up my Scottish patter a wee bit, but he's obviously, it's just inevitable for him to be signed with a bigger promotion. But as he says, he just needs to keep winning, just that record, keeping that record up, smashing the guys, finishing the guys. Who else we've got that I like seeing?
You've got a few in the UFC obviously as well, obviously there.
Joanne's fighting on Saturday against Saudi Arabia. She just floats about, doesn't she? Like, people forget she fights because she's in that many countries, but I think she's settled down in fucking Vegas or something now with Syndicate, I think it is. I don't know. So she's fighting the Saudi Arabia card. She's had a lot of fights as well. She just does her thing, just gets on with it. Stevie Ray just beat Paddy Pimblett in a grappling with a nice submission. Who's fighting Michael Johnson and all. Michael Johnson is not ranked anywhere now, but he's been in there with like Khabib and all the best. He was the last guy to beat Dustin Poirier, I think. So big test for Stevie and all coming off a loss. Obviously, my good friend and brother Paul Craig's fighting in New Mexico in 2 weeks, I think. So they've got him fucking sleeping in a tent and everything, know what I mean? So because of the what do you call it? Because it's so the altitude. So right. New Mexico's like the highest altitude in Mexico. I remember how many feet it is, but so Paul's sleeping in that wee tent to for his breathing and stuff like that, which is really tough. So Paul's obviously coming off a loss in Minneapolis as well. He's fighting a grappler this time, so hopefully get back more of his joy stand up, and when it goes to the deck, and that's his bread and butter, know what I mean? But we'll be prepared for anything. This will be Paul's, I want to say 8th fight in the UFC. I think he's 3-4, could be 4-4. So yeah, it's a busy week. It's a busy time coming up for some of the fighters and that, and there's some good guys come through. My gym's full of these amateurs like Jordan Strong, Ryan Campbell, Michael Blair. I train with these guys, Gary McMillan, Camille, Nathan. I train with these guys every day. You know what I mean? They're beating me up. I'm fucked. I'm tired. So I know they're good. A lot of them are undefeated as well, and they all have fights coming up. Some of the younger guys like Max and Kyle and stuff like that, they're like 15. They're killers as well. So it's a good wee bunch. Sorry to Nina. Don't forget the females. Don't want to be sexist and that. Young Nina is an absolute savage as well. She just won her debut. She's looking to fight again soon as well. So it's a good mixture. We've got, and it's good for Scottish MMA.
Yeah. I guess it's getting showed like Cage Warriors up here and stuff, because they haven't been up here for ages, and like on top obviously had to, not to really fault their own, but they had to pull that show as well when they're sort of one of the bigger brands up here.
Well, Cage Warriors never come up here. It's fucking weird. I know they came up years ago when it was shite with like Dillon and McVeigh and stuff like that, but if you can't come up when you've got a champion, another guy going for the belt, I think at one point we had like 3 going for the title. One is a champion. Well, what if Scott wins a belt? You're going to have 2 Scottish champions but never do a Scottish show, but you'll do the wee shitty shows in fucking Doncaster and fucking Newport and all that. I know they've got a good Welsh crowd when they go to Cardiff and stuff like that, but Doncaster? What the fuck, man? Come up to Glasgow, man. The fight capital of fucking Europe, know what I mean? But We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't see why no. But on top, they've just announced another show. I love tightening on top. I fought there twice. I was a champion. So that's in November. I'll probably end up through at that. Arty Combat's gone up as well. In Fife, that'll be a good B show. I've fought in that. I'll go to that. I like going to the shows. If I'm not fighting, I'm a fan as well. Know what I mean? Like, so.
I suppose you get guys from there as well. Amateur and pro ones, like
yeah.
For these sorts of shows.
So I seen they just shut. I made for the cage. They just shut that one down as well because I had a few pullouts. It must be stressful being a promoter. Because you could be like sitting on top of a great card one week and then a few pullouts and it's a way of shit. Stressful and on the day, like, I've had people no show up to fight me. Just sitting warming up, hands wrapped. And they come in like, sorry Chris, your guy's not here. So it can happen all the way up until fucking the last second. So for a promoter as well, jump about. What do you mean you're not here? What do you mean you're not coming? What do you mean you're stuck in traffic? You stay a minute away, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. But it's all part of the game, innit? Like you get to that happens in the big leagues and all. People miss weight, people pulling out sick the day before, people go to hospital. So it's a mad old game we're in.
Yeah. Last time I was chatting to you, you were just starting up with the wrestling as well. What made you want to do that and how are you finding it?
I've always wanted to be a wrestler before an MMA fight and a football player. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to do it. There's like an induction thing you can do for 3 levels. Well, they do in Glasgow anyway, the Asylum, at GPWA. So it's just like 3 levels, like your induction, your beginner course kind of thing. And I done that with my coach at the time was Adrian McCallum, whose ring name was Lionheart, who the day before my fight in London committed suicide. So that was a big thing for me as well. I was walking about cutting weight and I got a phone call from my friend and my sponsor, my barber, Jamie, telling me the news. Just walking about London and I couldn't believe it, man. Like, even though I've knew him for a while, but I trained with him there 24 weeks. He was my coach and he spoke very highly of me and we WhatsApped and stuff like that. So it's for that to happen, it hurt me a wee bit. I was like, fuck's sake, man, like somebody you could, like, you're learning and after. He showed me all my basics, so I always remember that. Like, you always remember who first taught you something, and I always remember that. And I gave it, like, he's like, if you'd come and do this, like, so many pounds for to do all that course, but he's like, we'll train you for nothing, we'll do all this for nothing, but if you have your debut with us. And I gave him my word. I was like, aye, of course, man, that's the same with me. So I'm keeping that promise. I'm still going to do that debut with his wee promotion that him and there's other wrestlers that run it. So yeah, that kind of hurt a wee bit. It was so weird the night before, like he won the 2 belts and all that. Like, you're maybe not a wrestling fan, it's a lot of gibberish to you, but he was like the champion ICW and he beat another European champion. So, and he put up a little tweet about, it was like a Ricky Gervais tweet, obviously before he committed suicide. So yeah, reading that tweet, just thinking it was quite a deep tweet about, like, tell everybody that you love them because it could be the last time you see them, something along the lines. And I didn't realise at the time, and then obviously got the phone call. And when Jamie's phoning me, like, he doesn't phone me, and I had a bad feeling. And we only know a certain few people, and it's through the wrestling, because Jamie's the ICW barber as well. And I was like, right, somebody we know, it's a wrestler, it's son. So that kind of hurt me a wee bit while walking about London. I was spaced out, obviously it didn't help with the weight cut or the fight, but I wanted to win that fight for Adrian. So he was my coach, and now I'm getting trained with like Jack Jester, and there's a few other ones that train down at the Asylum, and it's good. I'm loving it. I'm into the main class now with all the other wrestlers, and then you come in, you're drilling, you have wee mini matches. I had my first wee mini match the other day. and it was brilliant. Mine was more basic, where like all the other trainees are around about. It's like and like the coaches like judge you, like you're like, here, go and make up pair the twos up, make up a 2-minute match, and then stay away from each other. So you were drilling like, we'll do this and do that, and stay away from each other. Then you get called into the ring. Don't get me wrong, it's a bit nerve wracking because it's like a dance. It's like a sync. You all need to be together. You don't want to seem like you don't know what you're doing. You need to sell. Wrestling's all about selling and all that. People watching, it's like fake wrestling. Like, we all do MMA and all, and that's as real as you get, know what I mean? So, me and a trainee, we had this 2-minute match, and it was perfect. Like, a lot of basic moves, but it was my first time ever doing it, and I nailed it. Like, the coaches loved it. And I thought like, I could do a lot more wrestling. I could do a lot more fancy moves, but the way they're going to portray me is like an MMA fighter. So it's like I'm supposed to go and beat people up. So I'm not going to be doing these fancy moves. You know what I mean? That I can do, but I've kind of want to show people that I can wrestle. That I'm not just coming in like, well, man, people in the crowd like, oh fuck, you can wrestle, you can do that and that. Oh, I didn't expect that. So I'm getting closer to making my debut. I'm keeping it in the down low now, but I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. But I'm always, obviously, these trainees and some of the other guys that have been training wrestling, I've got to think this guy's just coming in and skipping the queue, and I've trained all my life for this, but I'm still showing up to training. I'm training here, then I'm going to Glasgow and doing 3-hour sessions. I'm still putting the work in. I'm trying hard, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. I just want to dip my toe, man, see what it's like. Because don't get me wrong, like after some sessions, I'm like, fucking hell, man, I'm feeling it. Like hitting off the turnbuckles and the ropes and the ring. It's tough, man. It's tough in the body, and I can see why people think it's fake, man. But
you get bruises, you get injuries and stuff.
Trust me, one of the wrestlers was like forearm smashing me in the neck and the jaw, and it was fucking. I was feeling it, man. I was like, it's not always fake, you know what I mean?
Obviously, speaking highly of the wrestling there, how is it sort of? They stay in general with everyone sort of down there.
Yeah, they're all the trainees they're helping me because they've been doing it for like 8 years, some of them 7 years. But the coaches that I'm working with, like Jack Jester, Wolfgang, who's in the WWE, Jackie Polo, who's an outstanding wrestler. But they're detailed, like breaking down wrestling, and like obviously you're putting on a show, you're telling a story. So they're detailed, just small wee details about like letting everybody see and breaking stuff down. Like it's like Brian breaks stuff down in striking, jiu-jitsu, the way like Jackie Pole or Wolfgang and Jester all break it down in there, and like I'm fascinated and I'm sitting there like taking it all in. So it's something I'm really enjoying now, really enjoying.
Obviously I think I talk about you in football most of the time here just because I'm a football fan as well, but
what team do you support again?
Norwich.
Norwich? Well, Paddy Roberts, why is he not getting some game time? Timo Pukki, I know, like Timo Pukki came for Celtic.
There's a lot of talk obviously because he's obviously tearing up down there, but
Paddy Roberts is amazing and he's not getting a sniff at Norwich.
I don't know if that injury sort of set him back at all, and that's maybe like...
Is he injured? Is that what it is?
I mean, just I think during his time at Celtic and a little bit before, he had quite a serious injury, and I don't know if that's just set him back.
But Pukki, fucking unbelievable,
shows like some places you can sort of hit the ground, like he's struggled that bit.
You see people come up here, like Scottish game it's tough, man, it's rough, it's fast, it's hard. You don't make time on the ball up here, you're getting clattered, you know what I mean? Like I remember I went to like a Celtic and Hamilton away game and it was like freezing, snowing, like December or something, and like just the subs are warming up beside me, and it was like Freddie Lundberg for Celtic. Forgetting that Freddie Lundberg plays for Celtic, I was just watching him like he fucking, like, he was an invincible winner, I think, with Arsenal. Like, I used to love watching Freddie Lundberg, he's amazing. Like, he can't get on against Hamilton Ackies. I mean, so the Scottish game, like, some players just can't take to it, no matter how good you are. I think Pukki was actually not too bad with his goal to game ratio, but he just couldn't get in the team. But just goes to show you, like, the English Premiership's fucking is exciting as fuck, and I think that's what people love about it. Obviously, people hate the money. The money is terrible. There's too much money. Some players are overrated, but the excitement, every game, top to bottom, is brilliant. I mean, and Pookie's just obviously started on fire. Hat trick, the goal, the volley was a cracker and all. So I think he scored like 5 and 3 or something. I don't know, but
he's got a weird record because I think it's equalled a record with Fulham's Pavel Pogrebniak, I think, for scoring the most goals in the first 3 games, which of all the people in the world I probably wouldn't have picked him. Delia
Smith will be loving it, won't she?
Obviously, I know you're pals with Kieran Tierney. Obviously, everyone everyone has an opinion on his move. Down to Arsenal. For me, a guy can sort of say, when he was younger, he was like, I'd happily play for Celtic for life and wanted to, but to be honest, how many of us say 5 years down the line there's the same aims? Sometimes you can...
Yeah, man. People need to remember he's 22 years old, not me. And he's been with Celtic since he's been 8. As far as people think, if you're a Celtic fan, you can never leave Celtic, not me. But about 25 million, life-changing money for himself, his family. And as I say, he's going to the most exciting league in the world, where people like to admit it or no. It's exciting, most exciting league in the world for me. And I guess with Arsenal, who I think are looking good now. I like the way they play football, the new manager. Exactly. Good fan base. It's a big opportunity for him. I mean, he's got to try and prove himself as a player, as a person, and set himself for life. Like people grudge him to go. They're just idiots, not me. They're just. The guys gave his heart and his soul for Celtic, and he's still a Celtic fan, and always will be. So I wish him nothing but the best, obviously. Just means when I fight in London, he can walk me out now, so it's all good.
Get your banner out behind you.
But no, I spoke to him yesterday. Got to go down and see him for a few days. He was with Paddy Roberts, actually. Funny that we mentioned him. So it's a big thing for him. Not me. He stayed in Motherwell his day to move to a big city like London to play for a massive club for the highest transfer fee in Scotland in Celtic's history. So I wish him all the best, and I hope when he gets fit and gets a good run of games, it hits the ground running and shows them all down there how good he is. Because on his day he's brilliant. Like, you don't see him trying all these world class passes. He sticks to his basics and he does them well. Up and down, can attack, get back and defend. Hardly ever loses the ball really. If you watch him, his gameplay, he'll always keep the ball. And he'll give you everything for the 90 minutes. He'll give everything he's got. And that's all you want in a player. That's what I want in a player. If he puts a Celtic tap on, I want him to just try his hardest. And the fans will love that more. They'll accept if somebody makes bad passes and they're not that good, they'll accept that. But if they don't try, then they'll be on his case. If they're lazy, they'll be on the person's case. So, and that's not what you get with Kieran. Plus he's a good guy as well.
Showed some screamers as well.
he's thrown to a few good goals. The one against Kilmarnock, a couple against Aberdeen, the couple in Europe. People are forgetting he scored in the Europa League, he scored in the Champions League. Big game players, he can play left or right back for Scotland, his national team. So, very versatile. And a good guy, I keep saying this, he's just a good guy, no bullshit. And he's always got time for the fans as well, which is a big thing for me.
I guess you enjoyed the weekend then?
Of course I did. I'd probably say that's the best time I've ever been to Ibrox, and I've been to a lot of wins, a couple of losses, a couple of draws. But the fact that there was only 700 days, and we outsung and outplayed, outbattled them in the park. Thought Brown was fantastic. Julian was amazing. Bungard. I think they'll try to target Bungard because, as I say, his first couple of games he wasn't as good. His touches looked a bit nervous, but I thought he was brilliant. Had a great game. Edward, world class. So it was like cigars out, slippers out for Big Fraser Foster in goals. Just to silence the Rangers fans, because the loudest they got was when one of us got lifted for sneaking in. I think that was the loudest they cheered. It was good because I'll get it tight, obviously, on social media. I think I put a picture up of Arthur Boric because he was in the away end against Rangers League.
Thursday,
So I had actual Rangers fans that were written into me for days, and some of them were calling me out for a fight, and I could actually see, I only got to name them, some of these people that were right there, and I could just see them, and just to see them when we were scudding them was even better. But it's still part of it, isn't it? Like, I went last year when they beat us there, and this time we've beat them, but it was the fact that I really think every Rangers player Rangers fan thought that was their time. This was the time they were going to beat us, they were going to go ahead of us in the league. And Neil Lennon was just a masterclass, and like, he deserves it, the players deserve it, and the fans, I think, deserve it, and I think we're going for 9 in a row, obviously.
No comment. I'm neutral in Scottish football. Obviously, going back to just the BBC documentary, we're talking about like the feedback from it. What are some of the best and worst comments you've had? Off the top of your head about it? If you've had any. The negative.
I've had tons of good ones, so like the thousands of positive ones. I think they just see me who I am. Obviously, they made me look really good, training young boys, and obviously with Stephen and my papa and that. But that is who I am. Like, obviously, I can be a bad bastard. When I get into the cage, if I don't like somebody, if somebody upsets me outside, or somebody I know, I mean, I can be the baddest out there. But deep down, I'm a nice guy. Like, I'll help anybody. So I think people could see the real side of me, and they appreciated that. That I was genuine, I was real, I'm as real as it come. Like, I'm honest, so I think a lot of people enjoyed that part of it. Well, apparently my papa stole the show, so he's getting all the limelight again. He loved it as well. So, but as for negative, I didn't receive one negative one apart about the documentary. Apart from a lot of people wished it was a bit longer. They wish it was an hour. But we've done one at 11 minutes, then we've done a new one at 30 minutes. So if there is a third one, maybe a movie down the line, then maybe aim for an hour slot. To try and get an hour slot on like national TV is quite tough, I would assume. But it's all positive feedbacks. I know obviously my phone's still blowing up. I can't get through them all, but I'm trying to go down, and try to go down. Then another 20 get added, and you're up, you're down. But I'll always be myself. Like, obviously I get a lot of support when I go out. I get a lot of support maybe at Celtic games. A lot of my fans are Celtic fans, so I get a lot of attention at pubs and the games and that, which I love. You know what I mean? I would never say no to a picture, because one day they won't want your picture. You know what I mean? So it's like, just if I can bring a wee bit of happiness to somebody. Even the new ones, birthday messages now. People are asking me to send me birthday messages. And you're like recording yourself, like,
Who's the guy in X Factor or something who does them now?
Oh,
the one with long hair. Wagner.
Naked Martin? No, I'm kidding. No, it's Wagner. What did you say it was?
Wagner,
that's what it is. Happy birthday!
Do that. There's him in the Dundee top, isn't there?
I seen the one where he was like basically take a patsy on me or something like that. He's just not got a clue what he's saying, know what I mean? But we people were saying that the naked. Have you heard the Naked Martin? No. There's a wee old guy just sits in the buff basically and does birthday shouts and shakes his willy, but he's about 60. He was on the James English podcast, so we were sending like. My wee mate Ben's a big fan of him, so Ben Russell and Naked Martin, I think you need to hook up another wee birthday shout out.
Good stuff. Anything else you'd like to add at all?
Quite
a lot of random top race.
Yeah, I did like the new Quentin Tarantino film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I wasn't in Hollywood when it got released. And then watching it, I've seen it in the pictures about 3 times, but you can relate to some of the wee roads on it. Obviously, it was up the Hollywood Hills and like where like the Manson murders took place and stuff like that. So all that stuff was cool. I was just touring about America, going to all these movie places where they filmed like the Goonies and Terminator and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I was just like, I was a big Wayne, really. So, if you've never seen it, if you don't like Tarantino films, though, I probably want to watch it. I seen like 10 people getting up and just leaving like halfway through it, like, this is shit, and I was just, I think I was walking out, I remember walking out the first time I seen it, and there was like a couple behind us, and the lassie's just like, that was the worst 2 hours of my life, that was shite, and I was just in front of her on the escalator like, how fucking dare she. But if you don't like Quentin Tarantino films, like Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown, Django.
I don't know where you're getting the Tarantino films.
Hateful Eight. If you don't like them, then don't fucking go and see it. But Brad Pitt as Cliff Booth and Leo as Rick Dalton is unbelievable. The two of them are unbelievable. Obviously it ties in with the Manson murders, which I wasn't really educated in before the film, but after that, like, I pure like fucking obsessed with it a wee bit too much, and I found it interesting. Even though, why are you interested in like people getting murdered? Well, I just the whole cult I was interested in, and obviously that was real life stuff, and that was another thing. Like days before the fucking BBC documentary comes out, I'm putting pictures of wearing a Charles Manson t-shirt on, and then I was like putting videos up with Celtic and Ibrox and that, and just like, that's one way you get your BBC documentary like scrubbed before it's even up. That's the stupid shit I do, you know what I mean? But that's on. BBC actually emailed me before it saying like, could you watch what you're putting up, like profanity and stuff like that, because I was putting like pictures with Ron Jeremy and all that, me and him partying in Hollywood with Andrew Byransky and all that, and it was just like, I don't know what I put up, something like, I don't know, the best tag team since like the Hart Foundation or something like that, I don't know, but Ron Jeremy is obviously a legendary porn star and all that, so like, can you just not put up any profanity and all this shit? I'm like, BBC ain't got to tell me what to fucking do, you know what I mean? Don't put up my documentary then. So stuff like that, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was really good. Probably go and see It Part 2 on Friday. I'm a movie geek, know what I mean? I love my movies. Peaky Blinders is back, Walking Dead's coming back, Ray Donovan's coming back, Avengers Endgame just came out, which I'd already seen it 3 times in pictures, bought it in DVD, watched it another 5 times. So if you've got any films that I've not seen that you think I would love, write in the comments, hit me up, fucking, let's have a party.
It'll keep you busy anyway during
yeah. Hopefully I can get a fight sorted soon, and stuff like that keeps me in after training and go here and watch that. So, hopefully.
Good stuff. Well, listen, thanks for your time, as always. As always, man. And
we'll do it again. We'll do it again after the next fight.
For sure. Good stuff.
More stories. Thank you.